Hey guys, Phil Harris here. I just got my hands on Ableton 11 and I wanted to explain to you why I think it's probably going to be the best program ever for people who have never produced music before, don't know anything about playing an instrument, don't have any instruments available to them, but would love to be able to just get in front of a computer, start putting some really awesome beats together. So let's just get into it. I'm going to show you exactly why. Now don't panic if you don't know anything about music production or anything. I'm just going to show you this one thing that I think you're going to think is really cool. So here I've got a clip, right? And in this clip is a piano roll. In this piano roll, you can draw in notes. So I can draw this note here and it'll play. Okay, cool. That's very basic stuff. But instantly, as somebody who doesn't produce music, doesn't play an instrument, doesn't know anything about music theory, you're going to go like, yeah, but how do I know where to put the notes? So the best thing, one of the best things about Ableton 11 that I think is so freaking cool, is you can now come over and select whatever scale you want. Now, the next thing you're going to say to me is like, well, how do I know what scale to write in? Easy. Go and find some of your favorite songs, whether it's Avicii, Marshmello, Calvin Harris. Find your favorite song or one of them and just go and search. What key is this track in? If you like that song, you're probably going to like that key. Don't overcomplicate things. Just keep it to the same artist that you like. So let's say, for example, I went and got F minor, because I know a lot of the songs I like are in F minor. What I can do now is I can hit scale. And what happens is, it will instantly show me where all the notes are in the F minor scale. Thank you. I've just saved myself 5 years of music theory, because look at all these different scales here. I mean, the only ones you're ever going to really use is major and minor. That's what like 90% of the hits are written in. But you've got all those other ones. Now, the next thing, if you really want to make it easy, just hit this scale button here. It gets rid of every note that's not in that scale. Thank you, Jesus. This is freaking amazing. Now, the next thing you're going to say is, oh, I still don't know where to write notes. But let me just give you this, right? These pink notes here are the root notes. Remember, we picked F minor. Now, before I completely lose you, all you got to do if you're writing any kind of music is going to be like bass lines, chords, or melodies. Melodies are usually just one note playing. Bassline is usually just one note playing, but a chord is probably the most complicated thing, and they're quite easy as well. So let's say we got an F note here. And if you wanted to write a chord that was going to sound really pleasing, all you have to do is skip a note and then put another note, and then skip a note and put another note. Lovely. And then you can just repeat this pattern. Go and highlight them all, click Alt, and go and move them around to a place that you just think sounds nice. Okay, let's just have a listen. If it doesn't sound good, we'll move these notes around. It's going to sound good whatever, right? Sounds pretty cool to me. Let's make these, let's make the notes even bigger. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go and take the bottom notes here and move them down an octave. So it's the same note, but just lower. Sounds a bit bigger now. And let's just move some of these notes around. Let's just see, like if I move this down here. Again, guys, I don't know anything about music theory, so just bear with me. I'm going to move these notes around, play around, see if it sounds cool. I'm going to just kind of like do a bit of a note in here as well. Let's just see if it kind of steps down. Maybe put another kind of step note here. You get the idea, guys. It's really simple. It doesn't take long at all before you come up with something that sounds quite cool. Now, for all of you people out there who are thinking, well, that actually sounds kind of lame and it's not very inspiring at all, I'll just show you how easy it can be to just build this up into a bit of a fuller sound. So we've got these notes, which, by the way, if I took scale off, look how random those notes are. Like, to me, that makes no sense. That would have taken me hours to put in if it wasn't for this one feature. Anyway, right, let's just close this away. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drag this exact same clip now into a bass lane. This exact same, it's playing the same stuff, but the instrument on this lane is a bass note. So I'm actually just going to get rid of all these notes here and just keep the bass notes. So by itself, it sounds like this. We could potentially even move it down. There we go. So together they now sound like this. And then if it's like, right, I really want to spice it up again, I'm going to drag that exact same clip down into another lane, which I made before this video to speed it up a little bit. And this lane has got something called an arpeggiator on it. All an arpeggiator does is, again, you could spend years on the piano learning how to cycle through notes, or you can just put an arpeggiator on it, which will cycle through the notes for you. So it sounds like this. It's taking the notes and just randomly picking them, because I put it on random here. Put it all together. Cool stuff. What can I say, guys? That's freaking awesome. It's so flipping good. Now, for any of you who are still watching and you're like, whoa, this is actually really cool, this is quite inspiring, I'll just show you one other thing you can do. You can now go and find like a groove by taking a pre-made loop. So somebody will have like a shuffle, like, and they just like pre-made it for you. So you can just drag a loop down into this project now, and you'll notice that how much this just adds to it. So I've already got some loops over here. I can just drag this one down here and have a listen. I'm going to turn it off and turn it on. This is with it on. There we go, voila, you're getting a really cool track, and it's like no music knowledge needed. Anyway, I'm getting into ramble zone now. Hope you enjoyed the video. I do daily videos on all things electronic music production, from DJing to producing music. I release my own tracks. If you like this kind of stuff, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Why not go and watch this video here right now?